Um, Actually running late, already after one. I haven't even been to lunch yet. They had scrubbing rooms out in maternity. They were pretty bad. They were pretty dirty. So I used our. Those of you who are familiar, means um, um, it works really well. It keeps you from having to strip a floor completely. If you just want a top coat of floor, then you just scrub the dirt off the top layer, and then you can come back and lay wax on top of it. You don't really have to use chemicals like GP. You can just put straight water in it, and it works just fine. So that's my weapon of choice today, versus using them old school swing or side by side machines. I hate using them damn things. They make my back hurt. But anyway, um, I'm really gonna make this short and sweet because this fragrance is long lasting. Um, you already know what it is from the header. It's Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Uh, Very nice on the dry down, guys. This is not something that. Damn, I look bad. I know I said that the other day. I haven't been able to cut my head because plugging the bed back up and the little holes that they have for oxygen and all that. It's like a stem sticking out of the wall, and I actually rubbed my head up against it, and it peeled all the skin off. So I'm trying to let it heal before I try to put a razor on my head, but it is what it is. But Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. It's a very nice fragrance. I like it. Uh, Not something that I would pay more than what I paid for it. I think I paid $20 for a 50 milliliter, which is 1.7 ounces. I don't find that too bad. Uh, Not something that I would reach for, like going on a date or movies. Um, you may be able to pull that off, like a business guy. Um, but something like being around a female, I really wouldn't wear it. I didn't get any compliments off of this, although I know there are people out there who like green fragrances like this one. Um, it's really not my cup of tea, but it is nice, and I'm not disappointed that I have it. It really does smell nice on the dry down. It's smooth. I got about probably 2 hours. At that point, I had already had it on for at least about 3 to 4 hours. So the longevity is not bad at all. Um, and the projection in the opening is beastly. So trust me, when you first spray this on, do not go over a certain amount of sprays because you will choke people out of there. It kind of reminds me of some kind of, I don't know, like pine saw kind of smell in the opening, just to my nose. Now, somebody else might say something different. It gives um kind of green, that like green pine saw that you see, or like a off-brand green chemical type smell. But the dry down, it gets smooth. It does have tonka bean in it, so it does give it a little bit of sweetness. Um, this thing actually, it said it was released in 1973, so it is, as far as number wise, dated. Um, to some people, it doesn't smell dated. To me, it kind of does. It's almost a barbershoppy green type scent, in which I don't mind barbershop type scents because Azaro Pour Homme is a barbershop type scent, and I got compliments off of that one. So there's no reason why I shouldn't get compliments off of this one. Um, Mostly for a mature crowd, not those younger guys. Um, Note breakdown: you open with rosemary, clary sage, and rosewood. It's from the honey. Um, like I said, this is not a bad scent whatsoever, guys. Just wouldn't rush out and go buy it just because I say so. Because this is not something that I'm going to just reach for when I wake up in the morning and be like, oh shit, I think I'm going to wear Paco Rabanne Homme this morning to work. No, I really wore it just to do the review and give you guys a heads up. This kind of smells a little soapy. Um, it is a little green. You don't really get the sweetness until it starts drying down. I do like this bottle. It's nice built-in atomizer, as you can see here. The sprayer, not bad at all. Gives you a decent amount of distribution. And I also love when a fragrance or a bottle does a great mist instead of that streamlined spray and then you got juice running down your neck. I like it to hit a certain area and be done with it. Um, like I said, do not overspray. It will probably offend some people. Yeah, I do. Um, I'm trying to broaden my horizon a little bit when it comes to fragrances. Someone actually told me yesterday not to buy this one or the other one I bought, but I went back and got it anyway because it wasn't but $20. I mean, you really can't beat it just to try it. And like I say, you can always give these as gifts. So don't look at it as a loss, is how I see fragrances. If you purchase something, I don't recommend blind buying something. Um, and I'm not telling you guys to trust my judgment because what I like, you may not like. So if I tell you to run out and get Perry Ellis 360 Red and you buy it and then you be like, oh shit, this don't smell right to me or it don't smell good to me, then you know what I'm saying? Trust your own judgment, trust your own instincts, trust your own nose. Um, Me personally, like I said, this one I still have the box. So if I didn't want to keep it, I can just rebox it and give it to my stepdad. I'm pretty sure he'll love to have it. Yeah, I'm the same way. There are maybe a handful of fragrances that I purchased off of blind buys that I really didn't care for, and they weren't horrible, except for Versace. What was it? Versace Loam was horrible. Black Walnut, Oud Mosaic by Banana Republic, and Gucci Guilty um, Absolute. That's what it was. Um, I didn't like that one at all. It was too strong. It was too harsh for me. And luckily, I was able to smell it at Ulta, and I was able to take it back before I opened it. But um, yeah, it is kind of fun when you do a lot of blind buying. Which Liz Claiborne you bought? Is that the one in the funny looking bottle? Cause I have Liz Claiborne. What is it? Passion for Men. It's in a black bottle. It looks, kind of 70, 80 ish. But I like that one. Yeah, I have seen that one. I didn't purchase it. I was kind of scared to buy that one. But the Liz Claiborne Passion for Men smells pretty nice. It's sweet, a little bit tobacco-y, um, but it was nice. It's a nice fragrance. It's not something I reach for a lot because I have so many other fragrances, but that one is the one you're talking about. I've seen it. I just didn't buy it. I'm sometimes I'm just skeptical about picking up certain stuff. Like some of those late '80s, '90s. Um, yeah, that would be funny. I could see that guy too. I like Die Hard. It depends on which curve you're talking about. I've smelled the original Curve, but I don't remember what it smells like off the top of my dome because it's been, eons ago. Um, I like Curve Black. That's a great one to me. I've smelled Curve Crush. I like that. It's not something I have in my collection though. I do have Curve Black. Curve Wave. I smell that one. I don't have that one. Uh, it's a few other ones that I done seen, but Curve is not a bad house to buy from. Um, they have some pretty decent fragrances. Curve Black probably is my most favorite though. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Like, why my okay? So the '80s colognes can be sort of odd, except for classics like Aspen, Cool Water. Yeah, it was an experimental time um, for fragrances around this the late '70s, early the late '70s, '80s, '90s. It were all like trial periods. They were trying different stuff, but there are some great ones out there, and of course, Cool Water is one of the classics that stood the test of time. I have that one, but I bought the wrong version. I bought the deodorant version. Um, so I need to find the original version. What else? Aspen is one that I remember back in the day having, and I didn't like it when I first smelled it back then because for some reason I don't. It smelled too green to me, but I've smelled it recently, and it smells kind of like Tres Nuit, in which Tres Nuit is on a little on the sweet side, but they kind of smell similar. So I like Aspen now, and I want to buy a bottle. So if I can find one for a decent price, I'm gonna get Aspen in collection. Curve, you can find a lot of Curve in Ross also. Ross has Curve everywhere, and I think I'm gonna go back when I get paid this week, um, and see if I can find some and try them out. Um, and the pronunciation is crazy. I call it Jupe, but they say it's called Yop Homme, and I have that one. And that fragrance has been reformulated several times. They say it's not as strong as it used to be back in the day. Uh, it's real sweet, and I've only worn it maybe once or twice, and I like it. A lot of people don't like it anymore because the fragrance game has changed. There's a lot of new stuff out there now, and people tend to like stray away from their roots, the origins of fragrances, and Youp, or however you want to call it, Jupe is one of those classic fragrances also, and I don't mind having it in my collection. I almost gave it away. A guy was at the flea market, and he was from the same town I'm from, but we were in Jacksonville, and I ran into him in the cologne store. I don't know him, but he was finna buy that fragrance, Youp, for his son, and I said, "Hey, don't buy it. I'll give you mine for free." And it sat in my truck for like weeks, and I kept forgetting to give it to him. And then finally, I just said, "Fuck it, I'll just keep it." So, my favorites from Killian. Honestly, I have never smelled anything from Killian. I haven't ventured to that side yet. Um, I've heard a lot about Killian, but I don't know anything about. So if I can ever get my hands on some Killian for a reasonable price, because I'm really not into buying high price fragrances, and I don't know what Killian runs, but I watch Big Beard Business and Cuba Knows and some other guys who talk about Killian and stuff like that, and some of that stuff is a little pricey. I'm from the north, so I like those sort of piney ones. Um, I'm from down south. I'm in Georgia, but I'm originally from Alabama, and so I'm used to like pine cones and strong scents, being in the woods and stuff like that, hunting back in the day. But fragrance wise, I don't really like them on my skin that much. If they dry down smooth like this one does, I'm cool with it. Um, but I don't like strong fragrances. So, Swim Master Mike, I'll trade you my Aspen. Um, which one do you want to trade me for though? Cause I mean, Aspen, I can find Aspen pretty cheap, but if you got something in mind that you want to trade for it, um, I'm open to suggestions. So let me know what you looking for. Bruce Taylor, yeah, Curve Black. When I first, if my video review on it, or I was sitting in the parking lot when I bought it. I think it's two separate videos. My first impression video, and then I did another video. So if you can find them two videos, you're gonna have to do some digging because I think I have over 100 and something videos. But I do have the video, and I think the name of it is on there. Um, so if you can't find it, let me know, and I'll find it, and then I'll tag you in it. But when I actually bought something else, and I didn't like it. Ross will let you take fragrances back if you don't like them. They'll take back damn near anything as long as you got the receipt. So I took something back and I didn't see anything else, and then I seen Curve Black, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll just buy it." And I think the note breakdown is what made me buy it. It's something in it that made me buy it. Something sweet, like some kind of fruit or something that's in it, and it caught my attention. And when I first sprayed it, I fell in love with it. And I've only worn it maybe once or twice since I've had it, but it's a very, very, very good fragrance. Um, it may not last those other fragrances like Jean Paul Gaultier or Lamal or Ultramall or stuff like that, but it is sweet. You some compliments. So yeah, if you see it, try it. I mean, you ain't gonna spend no more than anywhere between 10 to possibly $20 for it. I can do that. I just need a bottle because I don't have any bottles. I don't really do decants. May have one I have to clean out, but I'll let you know. Unless um you get me the Aspen and send me can't bottle something, we'll have to work it out. But the bottles I have stuff in it still, and I haven't used it yet. So I would have to use the fragrance, clean the bottle out. So if you have any empty bottles laying around, whenever we exchange contact information, maybe you could send me one of your bottles. I can fill it up or whatever with the juice and go from there. Yeah, Curve. If we still talking about Curve, Curve pretty cheap. Um, if they ever come out, it don't stay pricey. Most of the time, soon as they hit, night they go right to discounters. Okay, that's cool, Mike. If you don't have my email address already, um, let me know if you have something to write with, and I can give it to you on here. And anybody who gets an earshot of my email address, if y'all want to hit me up and exchange information as far as dealing with fragrances and stuff like that, if you want to send samples for me to review or something like that, then I'm cool with that. Um, y'all can use my email address to do that. I don't want to, put my personal information on here, but I will give my email address out and y'all can hit me. You also can find me on Facebook. My real name is Keith, Keith, Crook, Crook. And you'll know my picture when you see it. I'm standing next to a wall and I got on all white and it's like a white dove in the picture. And it's on you, Mike. Whenever you ready. If you don't have my information, let me know when you're ready, and I'll give you my email address. And I'm not gonna be on here too much longer because I'm down to 20% now. My phone dies so fast when I do these lives. Plus, I need to go to work. Okay, that's cool. Just find me on Facebook. Um, Versace Blue Jean. Um, I think it has lavender in it, and I don't know how you feel about lavender. I like lavender myself. I do buy shower gels and stuff like that with lavender in it. Um, I buy incense with lavender in it. My automatic sprayers in the house have lavender in it. It's very calming. Um, that fragrance is a little bit of a powerhouse in the opening, but it dries down real nice. Um, it's not something that I would reach for daily. You will have to find an occasion to wear that. Maybe to like church or some kind of function or gathering or something like that would be cool. I don't know how it will perform in the heat, but cooler weather for me, that fragrance works pretty good. I've only worn it maybe once or twice, and then I kind of strayed away from it because I have so much other stuff that I review. But it's not bad, and you can find it for like 15, $20. I found mine at TJ Maxx. It was like 15 or $20 depending on the bottle size, but it's not bad. It's just not something that I would like if I had that one Versace Blue Jean, or let's say uh, Curve Black. I just use that one. I think I would pick Curve Black over that one. So, oh, you ready? If you want me to give you my email now, I give it to you. If not, I'll wait for you to find me on Facebook and give it to you then. But if you're ready, I give it to you now. No problem, Bruce. Anytime. That's what I'm here for, to give you guys some insight on what y'all don't know about. I'm not an expert. I don't know everything. I just know about fragrances that I have in my collection personally. Now, I have ventured out and smelled some things at Belk's, Ulta, places that let you smell fragrances. Um, I haven't worn a lot of that stuff, but I have smelled some of it, so I do know what some of it smells like. I know what I like and what I don't like. And what I don't like is I don't like too heavy, too harsh. I don't like real earthy. Um, all right. So my email address is KCROOK697 at gmail.com. That's KCROOK697 at gmail.com. And you can hit me on there, or anybody can find me on Facebook. Like I said, my real name is Keith Crook, Keithcrook. And the picture you'll see, it'll have my kids in the background, and in the foreground, it'll be a picture of just me by myself. I have on white shorts. It's like a all white button up, and it got like some blue. I think it got blue cars all over it, and it'll have a white dove with some kind of like flower or something in his mouth on the front page. All right, so now that that's out of the way, any other questions? I'm not trying to rush you guys, but I'm on 15% right now, and I need to go plug up my phone. So I can answer one or two more questions if y'all curious about something, or I know I got a couple of people out this morning, said that they were gonna hit the stores and see what was out there, and I'm curious as to knowing what you guys are purchasing. If you're out shopping right now or plan on going later, um, hit me up and let me know. You can always hit me, leave a comment on this page, and y'all know me. I always respond. It might not be right then, but I always respond. Um, I'm interested to know what you guys are picking up, or if you're in a store and you're wondering, what to buy and what not to buy. Um, I'm interested. Um, I have Yachtman Blue and I have Yachtman Chocolate. Yachtman Chocolate to me is better because I like sweet fragrances. Um, it just the Yachtman house or line to me really doesn't last that long on my skin, and I kind of wish I would have never bought them. I actually ordered mine offline, and they were about the same price, about $5 or $10. They pretty cheap. And if anybody tries to sell you one for higher than $10, don't buy it. It's not worth it. Not to me. The longevity on my skin, it doesn't last long. I have Yachtman Blue, and I sprayed it on a piece of paper, and it just, to me, it wasn't nothing like that. Yachtman Chocolate was that one for me where I was like, okay, I was excited to have it because it has chocolate in it and some other notes. And when it came in the mail, what I'm saying, I purchased it from Fragrance X. I had to give it time. So they pretty also. After I gave it another testing or two, it kind of grew on me. So on here is looking for any Yachtman products. I have two. I think it's Yachtman Blue. I have, or I think it's Yachtman Blue, and I know I have Yachtman Chocolate. If anybody wants those fragrances, I will ship them to you free of charge. They're not really something that I'm fond of. Although I do like Yachtman Chocolate, it wouldn't hurt me to part ways with it, free of charge. So anybody's interested in one of those fragrances or both of them, let me know. Hit me on my email. Let me know your information. I can ship them to you. All right, guys. I'm at 11% right now, so I'm gonna get off this thing. Thank you guys for tuning in. I always appreciate y'all support. I appreciate the questions, the comments, the love. Y'all know I'm gonna give it to you how I give it to you, straight up raw. Um, no shortcuts. It is what it is. Thank y'all again. I'm out.